Today I'll be talking about Deus Ex, which is a personal favorite of mine, but before we talk about the gameplay, let me give you some background. Deus Ex is a first-person role-playing and stealth game made by Warren Spector. Warren Spector is a game developer, best known for his work on Ultima Underworld, System Shock, and Deus Ex. He wanted to make a game called Troubleshooter, but nobody would fund it because it was too ambitious. He wanted Troubleshooter to let the players affect the story and let them choose how to complete their objectives. This may not sound special, but back in the 90s, first-person shooters were just mazes with enemies in them. Eventually, Warren Spector was given a deal from EA to make an RPG, but before he signed the contract, he was called by John Romero, creator of Doom and Wolfenstein, who wanted him to make a game. The world is full of disease, terrorism, political unrest, and the decline of rights and privacy. These themes are also present in Deus Ex. When this game was released, many people thought it was just some silly portrayal of the future, but in 2021, this game had an unsettling amount of accuracy in its version of the future. This is the New York skyline. Notice anything? Well, this game does not have the Twin Towers, and this game was made in the year 2000, a full year before the 9/11 attacks. The World Trade Center could not have been added due to a texture issue, but still kinda spooky. The game also predicted a global virus, the Patriot Act, and the rise of terrorism. Alright, that is enough of my ramblings. Let's talk about gameplay. You play as JC Denton, an agent for UNACO, the United Nations Anti-Terror Coalition, which was formed after terrorists destroyed the Statue of Liberty. Many of your missions will give you complete freedom in how you complete your objectives. A good example of this is one of the first missions in the game, Castle Clinton. You can listen to your partner and raid the area, or you can talk to this child who will tell you about a secret door in exchange for a candy bar. If you don't have one, he'll talk trash about you.
Knew it. Someday the NSF is going to win, and I'm gonna give them your description with your stupid shades, and they're gonna kick your ass.
As you play the game, you will acquire augmentations which will give you the ability to heal yourself, spawn in a drone or jump really high, and many more. Shooting in this game isn't that good. You will have to sit still for a minute aiming at the enemy, but thankfully if you increase your skill in the weapon or spam accuracy modifications, the process will become much faster. But soon after getting your job, you'll be dragged into a conspiracy and a global adventure. There's a disease ravaging the earth called the Grey Death, but there's a vaccine for it, but it's only given to the rich and famous, so many people question its existence. But after peacefully dealing with the security staff of the company VersaLife, it turns out the vaccine and virus are made by the same company. The story eventually gets weirder, to say the least. You go to Paris to meet the leader of the Illuminati, Morgan Everett, and find an AI who will talk about humanity, artificial intelligence, and God. Later in the game, you nuke Area 51 and raid it, then you get 3 different endings. These are heavily argued about in the Deus Ex community, so I put them in the 3 tiers, the okay, the neutral, and the bad. You merge with an unstable AI to become a living god. This ending could be good if the AI doesn't try to betray you or anything, which is likely judging by how unstable it is, to say the least.
Closer. Yes. You'll come to the integration unit at the top of the chamber. Come to me.
You destroy the internet and send the world into a dark age. This is an okay ending because it eliminates global tyranny, but the internet will be back eventually, and destroying the internet can kill hundreds of thousands. You help the leader of the Illuminati by killing a traitor to them and quietly influence the world. This ending is okay, you don't do anything evil, but you don't do anything good either. The gameplay and story are great, but the sound design is one of the best ever, with only a minor issue. You go to China in the game, and I'm 99% sure not a single Chinese person voiced anyone there. I don't find it offensive, I actually find it quite funny, so we're gonna play a little game. I'll play a voice clip and we're gonna see if they're Chinese or not.
The luminous path is closed to Guilos.
Mr. J.C. Denton, in the flesh. As dark and serious as his brother.
VersaLife has done much to revitalize the community.
Other than that, the voice acting is quite good. The voice actor for the main character was told to have no emotion, leading some scenes to be quite humorous, like this notorious line of dialogue.
Oh my God, Daddy!
What a shame.
he can't really be... There must be something we can do.
He was a good man. What a rotten way to die.
Perhaps one of the best things about this game is the soundtrack, composed by Alexander Brandon and Michel van den Bos. I love this game. Actually, I love all the Deus Ex games. I first played Mankind Divided 4 years ago and loved it. It introduced me to one of my favorite game franchises. I give this game 10 out of 10. It's fairly short, and even better, it's fairly cheap. I got this game for less than $1, and you can currently get it for less than $1 right now. My first video on this channel was me playing Human Revolution of my Afghan dollar general mic.
That's a hostile.
So I thought it fitting to end my first year on YouTube where I started it with. I'll take a small break from YouTube after uploading this, and I want to set a goal for next year. This time, next year, I want to have 250 subscribers. If we reach it, I'll do whatever you guys want. Comment something on one of my videos. If I like it, I'll make the 250 subscriber award. If we don't make it, I don't care. I do this for fun. It's been a great year. Thanks to everyone who subscribed and all my viewers. Happy New Year. Bye.